Okay, next and probably last submission for today's stream is called One Piercing Note, submitted by _TFE. Well, maybe it's in brackets. I don't know. Maybe that's a clan. I'm not sure. But Man submitted The Architect last year, which is still something 1 full year later I am reminded to have to go back and revisit, because that was one that was very... I don't think it was possible to really do in one sitting. I don't know how this one's going to be either, but I will say the description intrigues me significantly. A murder mystery map with an engrossing storyline and professional voice acting by Jagex Studios. Ported to StarCraft with detailed extended terrain tiles and an intuitive shuttle menu. Oh, underscore. I knew there was an underscore in there. So I believe, because I did ask folks because I was curious, not for any other reason, when did you make this map? And it sounds like this map was made like a while ago, like a long time ago. And that's cool. Bring them back from the archives. Let's see what used to be made back in the day. Star Edit. It's a classic. I don't know what I'm getting into. I'm just going for it. I did use the shuttle menuing in The Architect, so I'm familiar a little bit. May the light of Saradomin and the voice of Saint Elspeth clear your mind and guide you to the truth. Mute your music. I'm back. Okay. Mute your music. I hit Alt-M, which I thought muted... I think it's Control-M in StarCraft. So let's change the screen region. We're back. Man proudly presents a Jagex story. He's doing it on purpose. You can believe that if you want. Hotkey your shuttle. Interact with the environment by moving it. Shuttle, you're going to be 4. During conversations, you will have to choose dialogue options. This is done by dropping the appropriate unit from the shuttle. Press and hold F4 if you lose your hotkey. The twins. Adventurer? Oh. Don't try and move the screen. $214,748,364. Transition. I mean, obviously I'm supposed to transition to the next screen. It's not using the shuttle. The shuttle is dialogue options. Arrow keys, maybe? Press enter? Move the shuttle? Okay, alright. Hello, Sister Katharina. Converse.
Thanks, Saradomin. You must be the adventurer the Abbess prayed for.
Exit at any time by moving the shuttle. Yes, I've come... oh, well, we're just an adventure. What do you mean?
Abbess prayed for an adventurer to come and help us. She asked me to stand here and wait for you to arrive. Will you help us, adventurer?
I'll need to know more before I
I
decide.
don't know anymore. Abbess Benita just said she was praying for an adventurer and told me to wait outside to meet you when you arrived.
Weren't you curious about why the Abbess had you wait here? Has anything unusual happened?
Well, one of the older sisters died yesterday. Sorry, Damon, got her still tonight. The Abbess says she went peacefully in her sleep. It's a bit odd that no one's been allowed to see her body, but it's not my place to question. Oh, another thing that's happened. A troubadour showed up earlier today. Abbess Benita didn't let him come inside, so he's camping here. We don't often get visitors, so that's a little odd.
Due to remastered widescreen, it breaks the original aesthetic I made for the map, which is supposed to be like mist screens. You can see the other tiles. What if we did it like this, then?
Well, I mean a bit, but we're not meant to question the Abbess's decisions. Sarah, don't be praised. The Abbess's office is just inside the wall. Go in through the gate and head north.
So if I did this... It's not that bad. This gives me massive nostalgia. Yeah, let me tell you, this is crazy. Traveling troop. Okay, let's go look.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her hair. I remember like I saw it yesterday. To the sound of flutes and drums,
Good day.
she took my hand and danced with me, and we kept dancing once the music went away. Greetings, traveler.
What are you singing about?
It's a song about someone I knew a long time ago. One of the sisters here, Sister Anna, she passed away recently. I knew her before she joined the abbey, so I've come to pay my respects. I have my ear to the ground. Even a religious order isn't completely cut off from the world.
Okay. Bye.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers
No.
in her hair.
Good day.
I remember like I saw it yesterday. To the sound of flutes and drums, she took my hand.
Okay, don't worry about it.
with me.
Let's...
Kept dancing once
Uh-oh.
the music went away. Greetings, traveler.
Said exit anytime. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's leave. It's true. This is like severe nostalgia. Some of you might... I know how this sounds. I hate to say this. But some of you might be too young to remember what it was like to play this type of stuff back when it was coming out. It still is, but especially back then, it's like mind-blowing. Like, UMS on BattleNet 1.0 was a type of magic that I don't think will ever be recaptured again. I don't think it can be. The Abbey. Transition. But we do have a mini-map, so it does give me a sense of like how to go to certain places. Oh. Oh my. You should see the Abbess first. I see. There's some fail-safes. Let's just go through the seemingly main door. Well, I don't know where she is. Stop telling me I need to see her. I'm looking for her. She's an SUV. This is fascinating.
Thanks, Sarah Doman, you've come. And yet I prayed for an adventurer to come, and you came. Sarah Doman works through us in ways we do not realize. I've called you here for a sensitive task. One that I would prefer to deal with quietly, without involving the church authorities or the Al-Qarid Guard. I hope I can trust you to be discreet.
Of course.
One of our sisters has been murdered. Murdered quite brutally. I would like you to investigate. The killer may still be in the Abbey. I last saw Sister Anna at Vespers yesterday. When she wasn't present at Compline, I went to her cell and found her body. The murder must have taken place between those times.
I was given a key.
This is the key to Sister Anna's cell, where I found her body. The cells are in the southeast corner of the Abbey. I moved Sister Anna's body to the infirmary in the southwest of the Abbey. I cleaned and wrapped it myself, and I've forbidden the other sisters from seeing it. You should also question the sisters around the Abbey, but please do so subtly. I don't want them to know there has been a murder.
Wait.
This notebook will help you keep track of your...
Women? In my video game? How dare you, oh man TFE?
Examine the crime scene and the body, and spoken to the sisters.
I'm so sorry. Drop any unit to open your notebook. You can use it to check your objectives, record clues, and manage your inventory. Clues you have yet to discover are represented as minerals. You must collect every clue before you can continue the story. Question suspects, examine the body, search areas of interest, report back to the Abbess. I have no acquired clues, presumably. She gave us a key, right? Okay. Enjoy your last stream. All right. Wait, are these both doors, or are these just each one door? Wait, whoa. Down here. I think what's fascinating to me is how this works, and it doesn't break the game. It's fascinating to me. Like, there's so much going on here where I would just imagine that the game would just totally break. Let's go to the cells first. Living cells. Sister Deborah's cell is locked. Why do they live in cells? Jesus. Sister Elena's cell is locked. Anna's cell. This is who was murdered, I believe. Hang on. So do this. Acquired items? Yeah, okay. Anna is the dead one. A clue, perhaps? Interact. The window is broken, but there's no broken glass inside the cell. It looks like it's broken from the inside. That's a clue. One mineral down. Interact. You find nothing of interest in the drawers. You find a fragment of cloth under the bed. It looks like it's been torn from a larger piece of clothing, which doesn't match the Sitharadi sisters' habits. That's a clue. That was a clue. What about this? A closet, perhaps? Sometimes it might be difficult to tell what counts as a clue versus, like, you know, like what is interactable versus... Okay, send me over here. Sister Cecilia's cell is locked. So there's 4 other sisters. Oh, they're called cells like normal? Okay. So we've got 1, 2, and then we can go back outside. Let's go question the 2 people that are already outside that we have spoken to already. Is this another entrance? No. No. She's gone. It was her. It was that late. It was that first girl. Obviously. She wouldn't have fled. All right, let's talk to this guy again and see if maybe he'll spill any of the beans. Good day.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her hair.
He's still singing.
Remember like I saw it yesterday.
Do we have to wait for the whole song?
And drum, she took my hand and danced with me, and we kept dancing once the music went away. Greetings, traveler.
You gotta wait for the song to progress a little bit. Where were you between Vespers and Compline yesterday?
Oh, yesterday evening I was in Al-Qarid. I didn't travel up here until this morning. Why are you asking all this anyway? What's going on here?
I can't... nobody said, like, we should keep it secret, right?
Anna? Murder? But why? Who would want to kill Anna? Adventurer, if there's anything I can do to help you catch whoever did this, please let me know.
I guess that's that, right?
Oh, yesterday evening I was in Al-Qarid. I didn't travel up here until this morning.
Okay. Is there anything to interact with around here? It doesn't seem like it. Wagon. Master Sergeant Wagon. Alright, there was nothing out here really to do. Though, maybe we could transition down here. I think we're really just supposed to be... No, we can go down. Actually, let's continue searching the Abbey. I don't want a sequence break. It probably wouldn't let me. I'd get to a certain point. I couldn't do anything anyway, but... Because we have very specific instructions on what to do. Let's go over here. The Infirmary? Kerrigan's Chrysalis? No. 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 You open the wrappings to examine the body. The body has been cleaned and put in burial robes. Any clues that were on her clothing have been lost. The victim's face has been horribly mutilated. The front of the skull has been bludgeoned in and the skin of the face has been removed. On the back of the head, you find a blunt force wound as if she was hit by a heavy object. There is a row of 3 deep stab wounds in the victim's chest, one of them piercing her heart. The victim's feet have been heavily mutilated. Several toes have been cut off. So what you're telling me is we got a real sicko on our hands. Also, you can hear the dude, he writes down little clues in his notebook. Acquired clues. Facial mutilations, blunt wounds on the back of the head, stab wounds in the chest, victim's feet mutilated, cloth fragment. Change page. Is that 8? No, 8 is back. 1 is change page. Oh, look at all these extra clues. Valerio claims he was in Al-Qarid at the time of the murder. Okay. Okay. Let's go up here next. Send me in. Nope. Well, can we interrogate the Abbess anymore? Does she have nothing new to say?
Please help us, adventurer. You'll need to examine Sister Anna's body, search her cell, and question the
Okay,
sisters.
that's enough. Oh wait, I want to ask you about things I found.
Please help us, adventurer. You'll need to examine Sister Anna's body, search her cell, and question the sisters in the Abbey.
I want to ask you a question.
It's not from any of our robes. It looks like it's from some traveling clothes. You're not suspecting me, are you?
Everyone's a suspect.
I suppose it is good that you're thorough. I was here in my office. You might be surprised how much paperwork is involved in running a religious order.
Does hitting the escape key break anything? I'm not going to try.
I've never seen anyone as devoted to Saradomin as Sister Anna was. All the other sisters looked up to her. I don't know much about her life before the Abbey.
Let's put it this way.
All she told me
They're
was that
nuns,
she was
right?
highly
This
immoral.
lady was having an illicit affair.
Glad she'd put it behind her. She was my assistant. She would have been my successor when I eventually retired. And she was also...
She was having an illicit affair. That's why the window was broken from the inside. She was trying to get out. Someone else found out about the affair. She was trying to escape. Her lover, though, in a fit of rage when she told him that she had to break it off because she was next in line to run the place, in a fit of rage, killed her. Game over. It's done. We've already figured it out.
I don't know what he's doing here. I haven't allowed him into the Abbey. The sisters are rehearsing Sister Anna's funeral. The last thing we need is a secular musician tempting them away from their duties.
All right. Let's go up here next. Uh-oh. Sister Cecilia? Singers. Praise be, converse.
Hello again, adventurer. How can I help? I was in the scriptorium, copying a manuscript. I'm still learning how to illuminate the text. I've copied nearly the whole of the book of...
Let me see the book.
I'm quite... Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I'm quite proud of it. Perhaps you'd like to see it after the funeral service, if you're still here.
No, I want to see it now. I need proof, lady. I'd like that.
All right. I'll have to check if that's allowed, though. Come back and speak to me after the funeral. She was so holy. She thought about Saradomin all the time, never about herself. I don't know if I'll ever be as holy as that.
There's definitely an illicit affair happening, right? That's a guarantee in these types of stories.
Right into my heart. To be honest, at first, she frightened me. I'm not surprised the other applicant left after she met her.
Ooh! What other applicant? Jealousy. Professional jealousy? A red herring, perhaps?
Her name was Isabella. She disappeared yesterday noon. She probably went home. A lot of applicants realize the life isn't for them and leave. Adventurer, if I can ask, why are you asking these questions?
She's dead. Wait. Yeah, just tell her.
Murdered? Who would want to do something like that? How could Saradomin let this happen? No, I mustn't ask that question. Saradomin has a plan for everything. Sister Anna would have told me off if I'd asked that question. Oh, Sister Anna. You've got to find whoever did this, adventurer. If there's anything I can do, anything, just let me know. It's so exciting that he's come to visit us. I saw him smiling at me when I was outside waiting for you. I kind of wish I could go out and dance. I used to like dancing, but I'm in the Order now, and dancing isn't allowed.
See? Wait. What about who are you? Sister Cecilia.
Look at me. Okay, that's good.
Oh, it's just the singers.
So you can keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't... Ladies, keep rehearsing while I talk to this pilgrim.
We don't care what they're rehearsing. Where were you?
I stayed in here after Vespers to rehearse the choir.
Scratching down the clue. Tell me of Sister Anna, and then we'll... what do you think of the troubadours?
I'm aware he's there. I think the Abbess was right to forbid him from coming inside. You've got to understand, the Cythereid order...
Cythereid.
...music to be holy. It should be used for worship and contemplation, not for dancing. Dancing is so often connected with other immorality. As interesting as it would be to hear a different style of music, I should stay away.
That's the classic religious joke. You can put anybody in here. You can put any religion in here, but you say, why don't blank like drinking? Like, why are they opposed to drinking? And then they say, because it might lead to dancing. Okay. What did you think of Sister Anna?
A powerful voice and a rock-solid sense of rhythm. The whole congregation could listen to her to keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry she's dead, and all I can think of is how much the choir needed her. I'm too single-minded sometimes. I think she kept us in time in more ways than one, though. She was our moral center, an example of holiness. We all miss her terribly.
Do you? Or did you have her murdered?
It's a hymn to Saint Elspeth. I wrote the music, but the words are traditional. Do you know the story of Saint Elspeth and the Ripper? Saint Elspeth was a holy warrior who lived during the God Wars. She sang and played the cithara, and her music was so holy that no demon could bear to hear it. Oh, it's an ancient stringed instrument. It's like a lyre. The lyre was a folk instrument, whereas the cithara was a professional instrument. Well, anyway, that's not important. The Ripper was an assassin demon. It would strike without warning and leave its victims horribly mutilated.
Oh.
Stab them through the heart with terrible claws, tear off their faces. Zamorak sent the Ripper to attack a village where Saint Elspeth was staying. It couldn't approach while she was singing, but it waited on the edge of the village. She sang for days, but eventually was too weak to go on. She went out of the village to face the demon alone. She thought it might just kill her and spare the villagers. She fought the demon, and it mortally wounded her. But as she was dying, Saradomin granted her the strength to sing one piercing note, so perfect that it struck the demon
That's
dead.
the name of the
Her
thing!
remains lay unburied until the present age. Then, 70 years ago, a group of holy women found them and built this abbey in her memory. That's why music is such an important part of our worship.
So, we either have like a supernatural demon, which may or may not actually be real in this universe, or someone knows this story and wanted to reenact it.
I don't know. They say some demons can return after being killed, but the God Wars were thousands of years ago. Well, I'd like to think so, but I don't think we're as holy as Saint Elspeth. I hope we never have to find out.
Okay, I think that's everything from her. Supply room. Looks like this takes us out. Some Vespine gas. Isn't there one more sister that we have to speak to as well? Clock tower.
Sister Katerina, is that you?
Oh, I'm old. No, I'm an adventurer.
It's no good, Katerina. I can't hear you. I'll be out of here in a minute. Just need to get the, could you do me a favor, Katerina? The clock is 20 minutes past right now. Could you set it to the right time?
You fix the clock mechanism.
Ah, yes, that's it. Ah, you've set the clock to the hour, so any moment now it should... Right, I'm done. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you
That's what
were
she
Sister
said.
Katerina. She's normally the one who comes up here. What can I do for you? What? There's a Minotaur outside? Have we closed the gates?
Not a minotaur, a troubadour.
Oh,
You old hag.
Katerina mentioned something about that. She seemed very excited. I'm too busy with the clock to worry
This
about
is a tough one to
visitors.
play at the end of the day when a lot of my
Music
observational humor
I don't
batteries are
know if
juiced.
you noticed,
They're out of juice rather.
It's spending all my time close to the bell when it goes off that did that. Huh? Between what and what? Oh, I came back up here, tried to finish this set of repairs. I was a clockmaker before I joined the Abbey. Now I'm the only one who knows how to repair the Abbey clock.
What are you saying? We just fixed it.
A part breaks that you'd expect it to hold for years, but that doesn't stop the whole mechanism. It just sets it in a different direction. Sarah Dolman is a better clockmaker than us.
What do you mean?
Sister Benita was planning to retire as Abbess next year. Everyone expected Sister Anna to become the new Abbess. But it seems that wasn't Sarah Dolman's plan, so he's taken her away. The clock runs, just not as we'd expected.
No, I'm not saying I want to stop. It's more just like, again, the observational humor is running short. Okay. Bell. I forget where this takes us. Have we been up here? Looks like there's something on the map that we can see. The kitchen. She's a fire bat. Hey, makes sense. She's gotta grill that stuff.
What is it?
We're always asking people like what they're doing. Like, nah, we're here to ask about.
I was here in the kitchen. Why? Where should I have been? I went down to the cellar to get some supplies at one point, but the rest of the time I was here. Actually,
Cabbage.
I noticed something when I was down there. I think someone's been stealing food from the cellar. I bet it was Katerina. Novices have to be taught discipline. I've seen her sneaking an extra cup of wine at meal times.
Nice.
She's the one you should be talking to. Cabbage soup. It's amazing what you can do with cabbages if they're all you have to cook with. Do you have an important question, adventurer?
It's amazing what you can do with cabbages. You can use them to bash someone's skull in and peel the skin off their face. I mean, what? No, I meant they make good soup.
I don't know anything about the troubadour. I didn't even know he was there. What troubadour? Secular music is forbidden. So, if there is a troubadour outside, then Abbess Benita will send him away. I don't have time to talk about troubadours. Is there anything else you need? She's with Sarah Dolman now. It doesn't matter what I thought of her, and it does no good to speak ill of the dead.
Sounds like you didn't like her.
I didn't say that, but she did cause conflict. Most of the
It's never the first person who claims they didn't like them. It never is. It's a red herring. Arguing about what?
Sister Anna thought Sister Benita was too lenient with the Order's rules. Anna would have enforced silence outside of services. She'd have stopped Sister Cecilia composing, prescribed melodies only. Maybe it's Sarah Dolman's will that Sister Anna never got to become Abbess. I don't know. It's not my place to say.
As an American, what do you think of British, Scottish, and South African accents in games? Do they sound off in any way, or can they fit different characters? I don't know. I mean, I'm not... I guess I don't understand the question. Like, not being any one of those types of people, I couldn't even tell you if an accent sounded wrong or right or whatever. Okay, so we've learned a little bit about... Apparently this lady...
Look at me. Look at me. Okay.
might have been disallowed from making new music.
You can keep in time.
And then this lady has been taking extra wine, you know what I'm saying?
Ladies, keep rehearsing while I talk to this pilgrim.
Okay, nothing, no new prompts there. Can we confront her about the wine?
Hello again, adventurer.
No. In an American movie or game or whatever, does a non-American English accent stand out in any way? No, I guess I'm not sure why there's an implication that it would. The dormitory. Let's just go through all their stuff. You find nothing under the bed. You find a fragment of cloth under the bed. It looks like it's been torn from a larger piece of cloth. Okay, we already had one of those. There's one in the dormitory here, too. Very random question. I assumed you wouldn't. Yeah. No, I guess I never really put much thought into it at all. Down here? No, we've been here already. We can't get into anyone else's cell. Did we ever try over here? Sister Cecilia. So there's Cecilia, who's the singer. There's Katerina, who's the new girl. And then there's the old lady, right? And then there's the Abbess. Those are the four. Which one was Elena? I don't remember. And then Deborah. Deborah's the old lady, I'm pretty sure. Katerina doesn't have a living cell, I guess? Maybe because she's new? Let's go talk to Head Lady. Maybe we'll get our last 2 clues from talking to her about what we found.
You'll need to examine Sister Anna's body, search her cell, and question the sisters in the...
Asking is a non-native English... Okay, that contextualizes it so much more. Asking is a non-native English speaker. No, it does not make any difference at all to me. Okay, we've already spoken to her about these things. About something I found, though. We've asked her about the cloth fragment. Tell me about the applicant who was in here yesterday.
Her name was Isabella. She was here for a few days. Sister Anna and I both interviewed her. She wasn't allowed to mix much with the other sisters. She stayed in the applicant dormitory, which is directly to the west of this room. It's not unusual for a woman to decide this life isn't for her. We don't pass.
So Head Lady is okay, but Head Man is funny? You're right, Maddock. I put too much, made too many jokes.
Say we argued. We disagreed about certain theological issues. We had many invigorating discussions that I suppose an eavesdropper could mistake for arguments.
Well, there's nothing else to say. So there's 2 more clues somewhere, and we can't progress until we find them, right? These are the ladies singing. We've spoken to them about everything, and then to the left was the kitchen, and the stock room, and then the clock tower. What was this? Dormitory. There was only one thing to interact with in here. Well, there were 2 things to interact with. Wait, maybe this is something that we can interact with? No. Because it was in another area. That's outside. This is the living cells, I think? That's the lady. And then this, I don't remember what this one was. Oh, the infirmary, which we looked at the body. There was nothing else to interact with in here. You missed the cellar. Okay, let's go look. Well, once this is done, I gotta wait. What are the blue things in the dormitory? I'm not sure, because I can't interact with them. The cellar. Wouldn't be through here. I'll change my hotkey here so that it's 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we've been in here. We've been out here as well, but there might be another way to go. Do I have any hints in my journal? I think there's just like a place I haven't gone to yet. Like I haven't gone south. It looks like there were ways to go down that way. Oh. Oh, yeah, see, like that's kind of hard. That's kind of easy to miss, I should say. To realize that's a path we can take. A photon cannon? You find nothing of interest in the cabinet. Reliquary. Nothing. Search areas of interest. Well, the fact that you mentioned that this was here makes me think that there's something to get down here, or something to find, but it doesn't seem like anything is interactable except the cabinet, which has nothing in it. I don't have any other items either, as far... I just have the key. Oh, okay, never mind. We have these two. Does interacting with these do anything? It doesn't match any of the Cythereids. Okay, it matches a cloth fragment found in Sister Anna's cell. I did check the nuke silo. There wasn't an interact option unless I missed something. Let me check again. It might be a little finicky with where it pops up. But yeah, I can't do anything with the reliquary. Maybe that's something for later. If you show me the acquired clues, I'll tell you what you missed. Okay. She was an oratory at the time of the murder. Valero claims he was an Alcalid. Feels like we're actually making really good progress here. I don't think there's any shooting in this game. I can go south of the area, but that doesn't strike me as a place we're supposed to be going this early. I don't know, though. We can certainly try. I know it's an asset limitation, but I choose to believe that this abbey has a nuke. The twins. Oh, this is actually the edge of the map regardless. You didn't ask Sister Deborah where she was. Okay. Oh, the lady... Oh, okay. I guess that's what I get for asking things out of order. Thank you. Thank God for Cold Fusion. Yeah, there's actually a lot of really cool StarCraft maps that are like this. I feel like Oh Man is like one of the... I don't... This may be not right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Oh Man, but like you're one of the last vestiges of the old the old guard, who's like kind of doing this kind of stuff. So it's really awesome to be able to experience some of this, you know, decades later. Oh no, I did ask her. She said between what and what. Yeah. She couldn't hear us.
Oh, I came back up here, tried to finish this set of repairs. I was a clockmaker before I joined the Abbey. Now I'm the only one who knows how to repair the Abbey clock.
Yeah, because we asked her about that.
Between what and what? Oh,
There's a whole generation of mappers who came and went before I even started as well. Interesting.
Now I'm the only one who knows how to repair the Abbey clock. A part breaks that you'd expect it to hold for years.
This is what I don't think I asked her.
The whole mechanism, it just sets it.
No, I asked her this too, because I remember saying Sir Doman's a better clockmaker than us.
Sarah Doman is a better clockmaker than us. Sister Benita was planning to retire as Abbess next year.
Yeah, we got this
Everyone
info.
expected Sister Anna to become the new Abbess. But it seems that wasn't Sarah Doman's plan, so he's taken her away. The clock runs, just not as we'd expected.
And we asked her about the troubadour, and she says, yeah, Minotaur.
There's a Minotaur outside? Have we closed the gates?
So seemingly we've done everything with Sister Deborah.
Oh, yes. Sister Katerina mentioned something.
We talked to the cook.
She seemed very
We talked
excited.
to the lady. We talked to Katerina. We talked to the lady making the songs.
Not like I could hear his
Acquired
music
clues on
anyway.
page, yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a bit deaf. It's spending all my time close to the bell when it goes off that did that.
Okay, goodbye. On page 3, yeah. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. It's my dad's birthday, and it's Easter. To name Sister Deborah, pal. All right. Bum, 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 bum. We've been to all the rooms as far as I can tell. Did we maybe miss asking the cook something?
What is it?
She said she was in here making stuff. She's making cabbage soup. She doesn't like Sister Anna. And what do you know about... Yeah, we asked her all of these. We need to make a paid call to get a hint. I mean, we've talked to them about everything. Happy birthday to your dad. Thanks. I'll make sure to let him know you told me. I think talk to the choir lady more. Okay.
Look at me! Look at me! Okay, that's good. Remember to look at me so you can keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't... Ladies, keep rehearsing while I talk to this...
A way to skip dialogue would be nice, too. That might be asking a lot. We asked what they were rehearsing. Where were you?
I stayed in here after Vespers to rehearse the choir.
Nothing.
She had a powerful voice and a rock-solid sense of rhythm. The whole congregation could listen to her to keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry. She's.
We've been through this part of the conversation.
Needed her. I'm too single-minded sometimes. I think she kept us in time in more ways than one, though. She was our moral center, an example of holiness. We all miss her terribly.
She doesn't like the troubadour because it's secular music. We asked her what she was rehearsing, and she told us the whole story. So I'm a little hesitant to go down that road again. What about you?
Hello again, adventurer. How can I help?
Yeah, we've been through all of these too. Yeah, because she wants us to look at her stupid manuscript.
To illuminate the text. I've copied nearly the whole of the Book of
Do we have to maybe talk to the Abbess a bit more? He'll be like, who? Yeah. I haven't played this in so long I can't remember. I'm checking the triggers. Maybe try the singer outside again. Okay. Oh.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her hair.
We gotta let him sing through the first.
I saw it yesterday. To the sound of flutes and drums, she took my hand and danced with me. And we kept dancing once the music went away. Greetings, traveler.
The murderer is a gardener, whoever that may be. We already asked him about who he was singing about. That was before we got the journal, though, so...
Long time ago.
Ah, this is new.
I knew her before she joined the Abbey. I tried to talk her out of...
Jilted lover?
She made her mind up about something. There was nothing that could stop her.
Uh-huh.
One of the sisters here, Sister Anna, she passed away recently. I knew her before she joined the Abbey, so I've come to pay my respects.
Got him. That's a little weird, because you can get to... Maybe this guy just shouldn't be here until after you can start investigating with the journal. Copyright strike? No, I'm pretty sure it's custom, because that's the voice actor that's singing it. Bum, 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 ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do.
Please help us, adventurer.
We already got where he was. He said he was in a different town last time.
Cell and question the sisters in the abbey. Whom do you suspect?
Oh, we're supposed to actually be guessing now. Well, she didn't kill herself. She didn't rip her face off and then bludgeon herself on the back of the head. Well.
Did you hear that? Quick! Follow the sound of that scream!
We're not done yet. What? How could I possibly know where that came from? Well, all the other... It's coming from the oratory. Isn't that in here? Hello, ladies? Did you hear anything? It's coming from the supply room. Cellar! Go to the cellar! Get in there! Sister Cecilia, no!
The demon is back! What's happening here? Oh, great Sarah Domin! Sister Eleanor! I saw it, Abbess! It was the demon! It was the Ripper! Sister Cecilia, go back to the oratory. Get yourself cleaned up. Adventurer, there's no point in my trying to keep this from the sisters anymore. I'll let them know what's happening.
We already told them,
Please,
lady.
Adventurer, investigate Sister Eleanor's murder, then talk to me in my study.
Wait, now Sister... who was Sister... Which one was Sister Elena? Now we have 11 more clues. Or is Elena the one... Some of the robes are off the hooks and crumpled at the bottom of the cabinet, and others are pushed aside as if someone was hiding in the cabinet recently. Still can't interact with the reliquary. You bend down to examine the still warm body of Sister Elena. There are cuts on the body's arms and hands and several bloody stab wounds in her torso. It looks as if she struggled. The face is intact, none of the facial mutilations you found on the first body. The feet have several deep scratch marks, but are not as heavily mutilated as those on the first body. Oh, this is the cook? On the back of her head, you find a blunt force wound, as if she was hit by a heavy object. It was a glancing blow, as if the killer had attempted to knock the victim out and missed. Stains on the floor, a mixture of wine and blood. It looks like the victim was carrying a barrel of wine when she was attacked. Suggests the victim was murdered close to the reliquary, and the body was moved to its present position after death. Yeah, I still can't interact with the reliquary, though. So we got a lot of clues about the body. Some of the robes are off their hooks, right? Yep, gotcha. So she came down here, they were hiding in the cabinet, and then they killed her. It's a trap, indeed.
Poor Sister Eleanor. May Saradomin's justice
Well, that's one less
find
person we have to
you
talk to, am I right?
adventurer.
Nothing. By the end of this, they're just all dead. Let's go check in the kitchen where she came from. The stove has been positioned to hide a hole in the wall. The passage leads to the outer wall of the abbey. Yo. That's spooky. So someone from outside the abbey could have gotten in from behind the stove? The killer was you all along. Yeah, you enter a fugue state. You don't get to see it.
We're all going to die. It's going to kill us all. There's no escape. I heard the scream. I heard Sister Eleanor screaming. So I went down the stairs to see, and it was there. The river. Just like in the stories. It was wrapped in rags, and it had its huge claws, and it was bending over Sister Eleanor.
So we know the Abbess didn't kill at least Sister Elena.
Why would it do that?
Because she was with us.
It turned its head. It looked at me. I couldn't see its face, thanks Saradomin. If I'd seen its face, I think I might have died of fright. It pushed past me. It splashed Sister Elena's blood onto my robes. And then it ran up the stairs and away.
Cecilia being real suspicious. Oh, the killer splashed the victim's blood all over me. That's how it got on me, for sure. Okay, that's suspicious.
All right, ladies. The Abbess told you what happened. This funeral service will be for 2 of us now. We're going to trust Saradomin, and we're not going to be afraid. We're going to sing like Saint Elspeth, and the demon isn't going to be able to hurt us. Okay, from the top.
This lady wants to reenact the tales. She wants to reenact the stuff from the whatever happened in the past, and she thought the only way to do that, she needs a but she needs a ripper to do it. You know? I can interact with her body again still? No, I don't. I made a mistake. I'm here from the beginning and I'm not sure what the story is? Are you really not sure what the story is? I guess maybe if you're not a native English speaker, maybe you'd have an issue, but like, it was pretty clear to me what's happening here, and it's supposed to be a mystery. We're not supposed to know who killed her yet. Let's go back to the living quarters. What was this room again? Let's check this out. Nothing under the bed. Nothing else under the bed. Let me double check none of these, this technology is interactable with. The pattern is different, but that seems because it was the killing was rushed, you know? Could be two different killers. I mean, there's only like 4 other characters. I don't know why there'd be anything different here than when we were first here. Oop, oop. Okay, Cecilia's cell is locked. Let's go outside. The only person left... Wait, where's Katerina? Wasn't that her name? Yeah, that one lady is, like, suspiciously missing. Am I crazy? Maybe see if you can see the other end of the stove passageway outside the Abbey. The kitchen's up there. There she is. Girl, what you doing? Is she dancing?
Dance with me, adventurer. It's all right. I'm just a novice. I haven't taken vows.
I love this.
Not allowed. Anyway, I think I might leave the order. I haven't decided yet. It makes me think about how I want to spend my life. And I love Saradomin.
Sister Katharina's on meth.
I don't think I want to spend my whole life not dancing. Come on, adventurer. Dance with me for a while.
Yeah, sure. Delightful.
Dance with me, adventurer. There's no need to be like that. I'm just dancing. Oh, all right. See you later, adventurer.
Dude. She hit the floor with those apple-bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Sister Katharina going crazy.
Greetings, traveler.
Sir?
Greetings, traveler.
He got nothing new for me? I want to dance again.
Dance with me, adventurer.
Yo! Dude, check out these moves. You ain't seen nothing like this before. Nothing new, okay. We went up to the clock tower, we talked to the lady, we talked to the singer. All that's left to do is to talk to the Abbess.
adventurer. Thank Saradomin you're still here. Please tell me you're making some progress. I know that's what most of the sisters think, but I'm not so sure. In this age, most of Zamorak's servants are ordinary humans. A secret passage. That could be how the killer got away after murdering Sister Eleanor. Thank you, adventurer.
That's a long way away.
Passage blocked immediately.
The passageway was in the kitchen, which is not close. Not super close, at least. Okay, cool. Okay, now we have the key to the other person's cell. So, am I, like, even remotely close to finishing? Because I'm willing to finish this out, because I'm near the end of the stream for today, and I figure let's go ahead and do it. But if I'm not close, then maybe I need to stop. Elena's was over here, I think. Nope. Less than 30 minutes. You find a bundle of letters under the bed. A series of increasingly steamy love letters addressed to Sister Elena. The most recent is dated the day before Sister Anna's death. Several of the letters message a secret passage in the kitchen that Sister Elena used to smuggle her lover into the Abbey. Yo, told you! Valerio. Look at that. So Valerio was interested in Elena, not in Anna. He lied to us. Well, I guess let's go talk to Valerio. Or we can talk to... You know, No, we want to report this back to the main lady, I think. Steamy. Ooh, baby. Dude, Adventure's getting real worked up. Reading this stuff. Never read anything like this in their life. Yeah, let's talk to the Abbess first before going back outside, because there was another question mark, question mark, question mark. I told you there'd be an illicit romance.
Adventurer, thank Saradomin you're still here. Please tell me you're making some progress.
Could have been both. Nope. Okay, let's go to talk to Valerio first. Valerio. He lied to us. At most, 3 or 4 dead bodies away, yeah. There's only so many characters still left that can be killed. Dude, she's going crazy. Look at her.
What can I do, adventurer? I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you asking this?
Dude, we got the letters.
I didn't write any letters. They must be from someone else.
She's dead.
Eleanor is dead? She wasn't happy. She could have been so much more if she had the courage to leave. I met her when she came down to Al-Qarid to buy supplies. We started writing to one another, hiding letters with boxes of fruit.
Why'd you deny writing the letters?
See her last night. There was a hole in the kitchen wall that she used to smuggle me in. That's how I learned that Anna had died. Elena told me. I wanted to publicly pay my respects, so I snuck back to Al-Qarid and came here with my band. Adventurer, you don't think Eleanor could have been killed because of me? Both the victims were people I knew. Could someone have found the letters? And if there's anything I can do to help bring this killer to justice, let me know.
I think you killed Anna and Elena. I think maybe he killed Anna because he doesn't have an alibi anymore. He said he was in that other place last night, but now we learned he wasn't. Do we just accuse him straight up? I think we just say, I'll let you know. Let's go report our findings. Yeah, I don't think he killed both of them. I think it's possible he killed Anna because maybe Anna found out about the affair, and we know that Anna was, like, super duper strict. I don't know who would have killed Elena in that case. Probably the singer, because that's the only suspicious person who, like, was there and had blood all over her.
Adventurer, thanks Saradomin you're still here. Please tell me you're making some progress. Whom do you suspect?
Wait, no. Take me back. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I thought that was over.
Ah, so she knew.
Months ago, Sister Anna brought me a stack of letters she'd found in Sister Eleanor's room. She was furious. Sister Anna wanted to expel Sister Eleanor, but I decided to give her a second chance. She appeared contrite. As long as she stopped seeing Valerio, I said she could stay in the Abbey. It looks like Sister Anna was right. If Sister Eleanor was still alive, I suppose I would have to expel her. As it is, the other sisters don't need to know. Whom do you suspect?
I mean, there's no way they could have killed themselves with the method of death, right? Who's the singer? Cecilia? I don't think it's going to end at this point anyway.
I suppose it's possible. I want to be absolutely sure before we move, though. Whoever the killer is, I'm worried that they'll strike again. I want to make sure that all the sisters are safe in the Abbey. Sister Katerina is outside dancing. I don't want to pass judgment on her, not now. But I think she'd be safer inside. Could you go and fetch her, please?
Okay. She's going to be dead. Another dead person. I'm going with Cecilia. Oh, she's not dancing anymore.
Dance with me, adventurer. All right. I should finish copying my book of Saradomin. I'll be in the scriptorium if you want to talk to me.
Uh-oh. Destroyed. Well, it wasn't her. And it wasn't Valerio either.
It's no good. She's dead. It pierced her heart.
Her dancing was delightful.
Sweet thing. You could have been a dancer.
What was that sound? Adventurer? Oh, merciful Saradomin. Sister Katerina, is she...
I'm afraid so.
This must end. Adventurer, troubadour, please meet me in my office. We need a plan.
I'm telling you, it's Cecilia. Number one, she had the blood all over her. Bad excuse. No alibi. Number two, she told us the story. She just wants to recreate... She wants to recreate the old tale and to prove how powerful the singing can be. I'm telling you.
The killer is going to strike again, unless we catch them.
You think there's two murderers?
Abbess. I don't know why you would trust me here.
All the sisters of my order are suspects. The two of you are the only people I have seen in the same place as the killer. So you are the only people I can trust. I will not let this defeat us. We must arrive at a plan. Adventurer, after all you've seen, whom do you now suspect?
So, this lady's retiring. I was 1 year from retirement. I don't think it's necessarily her. Like, why would she kill her to stop her from being from being the Abbess. Isabella, we have, like, no other information on. Sister Elena killing Sister Anna makes the most sense. Or it makes some sense. I'm sticking with Cecilia.
What are we waiting for? Come on, adventurer, let's get her.
No. A confrontation would lead to more bloodshed. There must be a better way.
We should search every hiding place. We should abandon the Abbey. I'll kill everyone and Sarah Doman could sort it out. We should lay a trap.
Did you see how the killer ran? They would move from hiding place to hiding place as we searched.
Okay, obviously we're laying a trap. We're not going to abandon the Abbey, and it's not going to let us kill everybody.
That could work. But how would we bait...
Please finish this. Now, oh, now I see. Now people want to see it. A huge pile of money. The holy relics.
You mean the ancient instrument? The lyre?
The holy cithara. No, I don't think that would work. The killer hid in the basement when they murdered Sister Eleanor, but they didn't touch the reliquary. That could tempt the killer out, but who? I don't think the killer is indiscriminate. What do the victims so far have in common?
Well, Anna wasn't thinking of leaving the Abbey. Elena was, and Katharina was, but I don't think Anna was. I'm going to stick with this.
Was thinking of leaving.
Yeah, see, I was right about that.
But I don't think Anna would have ever left.
No. I've never seen anyone as dedicated to their life as Sister Anna.
Well, they did have an association, yeah.
I know about your involvement with Sister Eleanor, and perhaps the killer could have seen Sister Katerina dancing and thought that. But what about Sister Anna? She hadn't left the Abbey for years.
Ah, you do not know. I knew Anna many years ago. She was a dancing girl, part of the troupe that I joined when I was first a troubadour. Back then she was so full of life, passionate. Everything she did, she threw her whole body and soul into it. Then, when we met that traveling...
The singer,
religion, she threw
Cecilia,
her whole body and soul into that as well.
hates Valerio for his secular music,
She never mentioned you to me.
and now everyone associated with him is
Her
getting
past
killed.
life was sinful, and she wanted to put it behind her.
Yes, that was the impression I got.
Consider this, if you hadn't opened the game, no one would have died.
Had it and started seeing her, we had to keep our affairs secret, so I couldn't see Anna. I wanted to. A part of me was always hoping she'd discover us.
Enough! We don't need to go through the sordid details. We've established a connection. But how does it help us?
I have a dancing girl traveling with me. If we were to announce that she was joining the Abbey...
I can't allow her to be put in danger. There must be another way.
She will be in no danger. She will be hiding in my camp. We can make a dummy, dress it in your robes, and our adventurer can hide nearby and wait. But I'm not sure where.
In the basement. During the funeral service, all the sisters will be in the oratory. It will be the perfect time for the killer to strike. It seems we have a plan. Valerio, you and I can handle the announcement. Adventurer, you will need to make the dummy in the basement. Once you're ready, you can hide in the robe cabinet and wait. Whether this killer be demon or mortal, I swear they will not kill again. Sarah Doman, go with all of us.
All right. Basement. Well, I need to make a dummy first, right? Or can I just go down there? Dude, I know it's her. I'm telling you. What? Oh, it's the fake. It's fake. I was like, what the heck? Using a candelabrum, some robes, and a cabbage for the head, you create a convincing decoy. I was like, did I find an Easter egg or something? And then we're going to hide in the reliquary. Or we're going to hide in here.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her hair.
I feel a climax?
Like
That sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
To the sound of flutes and drums, she took my hand and danced with me, and we kept dancing once the music went away.
Excuse me? Well, she's right there, so I guess it's not her.
Look at me!
Oh, she's dancing in the stillness to the beat of unseen drums, and she's dancing in the city and the crowd.
Wait!
And she's dancing on the mountain, and there's snowflakes in her hair, and her beauty makes me want to shout aloud.
What if it's Sister Anna this whole time? Because her face was torn off. How do we know it was even her? Was she identifiable? And now she's killing anybody who wasn't holy enough.
Now she's talking to a preacher. He says dancing is a sin. And now I'm looking at her feet and they don't.
I love the dying drones for the death
And
the
now
death
we're
trail.
standing at the Abbey and we're
This is
saying our
slick.
goodbyes, but I know she'll be the one I always love. Now she's dancing in the sunset, I can see her in the clouds, I can see her in the sky as darkness falls, and once nights come to
Literally the
us,
only person left is
I hope we'll meet
Katharina,
again,
right?
and
Not
I'll
Katharina.
take
Whoever the
her
old
and
woman
dance
is.
with her once
That's the
more.
only person left who we haven't seen in the same room as the killer.
Stay back! Make any move and I'll kill her!
No, never mind, because that's her right there.
Let me walk out of the Abbey to safety, and then I'll release her.
Adventurer, don't! I am the spirit of St. Elspeth, Sarah Domin's voice of justice. It's Sister Anna. She's gone mad.
Dude, I was right! Well, it took a while, but I got there eventually.
Was that a repentant dancing girl who thought she could join the Abbey? I killed her and dressed her in my robes.
The Isabella one. We know why she killed them all.
Demons and saints look the same to those whose eyes are blinded by evil.
You're possessed. Nah.
My mind has never been so clear. I burn with the holy fire of Saradomin. They were all dancers. They weren't worthy to be in this abbey. Saint Elspeth commanded me to remove them.
Was she not? Were you not also a dancer?
I was repentant. That's the difference. I spent my whole life in penitence for the sins of my youth. And now Abbess Benita lets any dancing girl join the Abbey. Lets them go outside and dance when the troubadour arrives. Turns a blind eye to their affairs. I can hear it. The choir.
That's your funeral. Time for you to die. Nah, nah, nah.
They all loved me. No. Worldly attachments, worldly loves must all be burned away. I am the spirit of Saint Elspeth.
adventurer.
Good job, Jim Raynor.
Perhaps Saradomin gave me strength. I'm just shaken. I don't normally get that much excitement. As a good Saradominist sister, I cannot take a life. I'll see you downstairs, adventurer.
Sister Deborah, she did nothing wrong. I have not been the voice of Saint Elspeth. I have been the hand of the Ripper. Please, adventurer, if you have any mercy, give me a moment to pray for forgiveness before I die.
You know what? F this lady.
Thanks, Saradomin. It's over, adventurer. Sister Deborah told me what you did, but she didn't say who the killer was. She said you should be the one to tell us.
Who was it? Who killed Anna and the others?
What?
No, it can't be.
None of this like, oh, I'm going to be kind to the murderer and then I'm going to lie on her behalf so that her reputation wasn't tarnished. She did that herself. She was insane.
That my most trusted friend could do this. And I had no idea. Thank you for telling the truth, adventurer. But this will shake the faith of everyone in the Abbey. I can't remain as Abbess, knowing that this evil could sprout in soil that I have tended. I'll look for a replacement, but I don't know how much longer the Order will survive. I cannot offer you much of a reward, adventurer, but please accept a set of the Order's robes.
Wow.
They are enchanted. Wearing them will allow you to meditate on music in order to grow closer to Saradomin.
Oh. Would you look at that? This was interesting. I think maybe, I don't know how, but like I think there could have stood to be more puzzles. It's very much a very it's almost like a visual novel in many ways. I mean, it's more point and click, but like it wasn't like you could do things wrong or like you had to find things by like puzzling them together. It was more just like go here and click on a thing, go to the next. There was no like critical engagement with it per se, but it was fun to try to figure it out. And like I did figure it out at the very last moment. That's because my main suspect was seen in the same room with the killer, and that's when I was like, oh, there was no face on the victim, so like maybe it was just the lady we thought that was dead the whole time, right? And that's when it all came together. But it was a cool story. I think that was really well done, and you did get to shoot someone after all. Would you look at that?